Biafran's Got Talent exclusive.
IKONSO, freedom fight, mama. IKONSO is our hero. IKONSO is the best in the paradise.
Like a soldier, and you die like a soldier. You never betrayed our fatherland. Your legacy lives on. You are a gallant soldier, a best soldier, man of gallant soldier. My brother, you will live on. Because you will live on. Because
is the way you die.
The sudden death is unbearable. I feel the pain from my innermost heart. You just have to say goodbye, my hero.
you left us, but you leave us. All on the world, until Kuala Biafra, Jinji Jiji, Allah Troy, Iailuta, ESA Commander, Mumunde Hayanye, Kosamwala. Because you are the just and yourself. You are the yourself. But they choose to kill you. But they choose to kill you. We will face
IKONSO, your death will be remembered.
As your fans mourn you, the whole world is you too. It truly pains my heart that you are no more. The shock can never go out from my heart like you. Continue fighting. Your sacrifices will never be forgotten. We will get there. Reincarnate soon.
IKONSO will be avenged without apologies to idiot wherever in the world. And the work is ongoing to that effect, and we're not going to stop until the heads are complete. 2,000 of them.
Biafran's Got Talent exclusive.
Welcome to this program this afternoon, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, friends of Biafra worldwide. IPOB, one great family, the greatest family on this planet. I have come to you this afternoon to present this program with my brother from another mother, Mazi Patrick Ikem. The topic we are going to discuss this afternoon is a very important and sensitive one. Very, very, very important, but very, very sensitive as well. We are going to dissect a lot of issues in regards to the killing of our brother IKONSO and the school, the Islamic school that was built in Biafra land, Afikpo, precisely in Ebonyi State. Therefore, if you are not a critical thinker, if you are not a strategist, if you don't have the same mind, if you don't have sense of reasoning, this program is not for you. But if you have sense of reasoning, if you have decent mind, if you're a critical thinker, you are highly welcome to this program. Because myself and Mazi Patrick Ikem, we are going to do a great justice and a critical analysis on the issues that is bothering the school that was built in Afikpo, the Islamic school that was built in Afikpo, and the killing of IKONSO, those that betrayed him, and matters arising. We are going to open our line when it is time for you to call and make a contribution. Our people find it difficult to understand how we roll it on this platform. And when I react, some people say that I am angry. Some say that I am stubborn. Some say that I'm hostile. But I beg you, if you don't like the way we present our program, please, you have to exit. This program is for those who understand what freedom fighting is. We are fighting, struggling to survive. We are being killed. We are being arrested. We are being named. Our land is under siege. They have pillaged our land. They have destroyed every ecosystem in our land. I don't know how somebody who is bearing such burden will come here to pretend like everything is okay and laughing with you. I don't understand how I can come to be making you happy or speaking the way you feel like you are relaxing and you are enjoying what I'm saying. The program is not to enjoy. The program is for you to reason. And because of this, a lot of us have condemned Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the past. So many of you who have presented Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in a very bad way, who painted him different colors, calling him all manner of names, saying that he is a warmonger, saying that he is this, he is that is so much insultive. Because you are not wearing the same shoe that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is wearing. And most of them are today speaking in favor of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They are praising him today. They are shouting praises on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today. But if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu hadn't spoken the way he used to, many of you will not even listen to him. Therefore, permit me to bring in my brother from another mother, Mazi Patrick Ikem, whom I am going to co-host this program with. Mazi Patrick, please, can you position yourself well so that Biafra may see you, because you're a very handsome man, very intelligent man, very, 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 very dogged. So welcome to this program, Mazi Patrick. Welcome to this program, as it is hot.
Thank you, Mazi Bikem. Thank you very much for bringing me. I don't know what the problem is. I don't know if it's from my end or from your end, but I can see there is a crack while you are speaking. And it might be as a result of bad network, either from your end or from my end, but I don't know. But Biafrans need to confirm if we are coming out.
I think Biafrans should help us to confirm from their own side if we are coming out loud and clear, or if there is a crack from my side or from the side of Mazi Patrick. Please help us and confirm from the comment section. Please, you make your commentary and tell us if our voice is coming out and if our picture is very clear. Yes, it is. Floyd says that it is clear on YouTube. Somebody is confirming that it is very, very clear on YouTube, and we are still waiting for other people to confirm from Facebook. Yes, Tom Jamie said that it is clear, it is normal now. Yes, and Chooks Tabo say it is from your end. He says it's from his end. I don't know where he's saying that it's from the end, whether it's from my side or from your own side. But however, Ekweme said that it is loud and clear on Facebook. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you very much, Mazi. I want to welcome our viewers. My name is CK Patrick BK, and it's my pleasure to be invited on Aside Hot today. And Aside Hot, now so we will talk. And Mazi, thank you for giving me the opportunity to be here today. And
thank you.
Yes, you've already laid the background of our discussion today. Why we've decided for the both of us to talk about this issue, especially of our brother, late comrade and brother IKONSO, who lost his life, who was massacred, killed, murdered by the Nigerian Fulani government for defending our land. We are here to remind Biafrans that IKONSO's death cannot go unavenged, and we are doing everything possible to make sure that everybody who is involved in that conspiracy against the security of our land, because the death of IKONSO is not just the death of IKONSO, it's the death of our people, because his duty was to protect our land, and the conspiracy to kill him was as a result of him being an obstacle on the way for the enemies to take over our land. So it's not just the death of IKONSO, it is the threat to the life and property of our people. IKONSO was able to save thousands of lives. His presence did save a lot of lives. And also those who betrayed him were alive to betray him because he was there to save them. He paid the ultimate price for his own betrayers, because those who betrayed him would have also been run over by the Fulani herdsmen if IKONSO wasn't alive and stand to defend the land. Most of the people that betrayed him would have been killed because the Fulanis are not interested whether you betray your brother or not. When the time comes, they come after you as well. So anybody and everybody who is involved in any little way, just a matter of time. The intelligence is on the ground working on information to fish out those who played vital roles in that process of betrayal. And in the coming days, you are going to see result of that operation of investigation. The intelligence is on the ground working heavily to make sure that those who betrayed and contributed to the death and murder of our brother, our hero IKONSO, will be facing justice in no distant time. Mazi, thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to be here.
Thank you so much, my brother. The platform belongs to each and every one of us, and this struggle is to make sure that Biafran people all over the world get information about the happenings on the ground, because during 1967 to 1970, we do not have this wide listenership. We do not have this kind of platform that carries our voice to every nook and cranny of this planet Earth. But today, with the help of social media, Chukwu Okike made it possible that we can come out to tell our story by ourselves and report exactly what is happening to us without allowing our enemy to determine what is happening and how they are killing us. You know, before now, if they kill 200 people in our land, they have the media, they will come out to say it is only 2 people that died, and there is nobody to query them, there is nobody to confirm whatever they are saying. They are killing us and they are suppressing our voice. But today, I thank Chukwu Okike that we can actually keep telling the people the truth, bringing every details of what is happening to us in our land and to our people to the hearing of the whole world. As you are joining us this afternoon as it is hot, live on this program, my name remains Chukwu, and with me is my brother Mazi Patrick Ikem. We have come to do justice to these 2 topics that is facing us. And Mazi, when you look at the topic we are about to discuss today, like I said before, it is indeed a very sensitive one, and we need people with a high sense of reasoning to reason and do justice to the topic that we are presenting. First and foremost, I want us to start with the death of IKONSO. The people that betrayed IKONSO happen to be his own brothers. And the question I am going to ask you is this: what was IKONSO's crime for fighting to defend the same people that betrayed him? Just like the story we read in the Bible about Jesus Christ being betrayed by his own personal man called Judas. But you know what? At the end of the day, the Bible still gives us the record that Judas did not enjoy that money, that he went and hanged himself. Now, the people that betrayed the IKONSO have collected money to sell their own brother who is fighting to defend them. What is your making about this particular subject at hand?
Yeah, Maze, IKONSO did not commit any crime. He stood in the gap of insecurity in the land. He volunteered himself. We saw videos of him being in the front line of the struggle for Biafra restoration. He was not just picked from behind. He was not just picked from anywhere. He has proved himself even as a volunteer force, carrying Biafra flag, standing in front of every protest that happened in that region. He took bullets even with empty hand when he was not armed. When he was just carrying flag, I saw the video where he always stand in front, and that was what gave him the credibility to have been appointed or given the position of a commander of the Eastern Security Network in Imo State, because he has been able to prove himself. In IPOB, you need to prove yourself. Like many people have come and tried to occupy positions. And in IPOB is by merit. If you don't merit any position, you cannot be given such position. And IKONSO have proven to have merited the position that he was handed over. And in the course of his duty, he has also been able to prove trustworthy. He has been able to prove that he's somebody that can be relied upon. He has been able to prove that he's somebody you can send on an errand and he goes there and delivers. He has been able to prove also that he has the quality and the skill to stand the terrorists in our land. And that was actually what sent the signal of threat, to the enemy camp, that if this guy remain, as a commander of ESN in Imo, that the Fulanis would not have their way into that environment. And you understand that there is hunger in the land. A lot of our people are desperate for money. A lot of our people are desperate for political positions. A lot of people are desperate to be given one contract or the other. And they sold him out because of their desperation for things of this world, not considering the role he's playing, not considering the gap that he's occupying. People, are so short-sighted that they cannot even see beyond money. They didn't sell him because he committed any crime. They sold him out because they were only interested in that short-term benefit of whatever they can gain at the moment. And I can tell you that the death of IKONSO have even put those who sold him out into regret, because they can now see clearer the role that he was playing, that he was there in the gap for them. Sometimes people do not realize their mistake until they must have committed that mistake. And I can tell you that even Hope Uzodinma himself is beginning to come back to his senses that he has made the greatest mistake of his life. And the people in that community are now beginning to see the value of the person that they have known growing up. They said that a prophet have no honor in his father's house. It is a natural phenomenon. But I think that for these few days, I've been able to prove to them that IKONSO was of a great value and an asset to that community. And I believe that as time goes by, all of them will come out confessing for their atrocities. And with intelligence on the ground, IPOB is going to track them one after the other.
Yeah, thank you very, very much, my brother, for that analysis. And if I may come up again to ask you more questions in regards to the death of IKONSO, we all know that our land is under siege, that the enemies have taken over our land. In Imo State, in Okigwe, people were being killed and massacred, and the governor of Imo State, Hope Uzodinma, was doing nothing to rescue or to save or to give a protection to these communities in Okigwe. In Uguta, people were killed and massacred. There was no reprisal from any government security. The governor did nothing. From Olu, it is happening in Olu, down there in Mbise. These are the record that is there in the open domain, that the world can access, that these things were happening. I'm talking about happening before the setting up of ESN, which IKONSO emerged as the commander in Imo State. And all this killing is happening day in, day out. But immediately ESN was set up by our great leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and IKONSO took charge. Mazi Ikem, I want you to give me your own understanding, should I say analysis, in regards to the reports that was coming after IKONSO took over the leadership of ESN as the commander in Imo State. And did you in any way have any information or have any record of the killing, of the continuous killing and the pillaging of our land in Imo State? Let us focus on Imo State, where IKONSO came from, because that is the bone of contention. So is there any record that when IKONSO became the commander of ESN, that such reports were coming and people were being killed? Go ahead, my brother.
Yeah, I saw a video of an incident that took place where an aged man was killed in what is the name of this community in Imo State? What is the name of this community again? Where our brother Charlie Boy, came from?
Yes, that is
from Uguta.
That is Uguta.
Uguta, yes. So and we saw the police DP or the police, is it the DP or whatever it's called, was present in that scene of that incident, where he was calming the people down not to take laws into their hands. And he assured them that something is going to be done, that in fact, that they are even tracing the killers, and that they are going to bring the perpetrators to justice. Up to today, we haven't had any news of the killers of that aged man in the farm, in his farm. This man was slaughtered in his farm, killed in his farm, and up to today, they have not brought in any report of arrest of whatsoever or prosecution of those involved. You see, the coming of ESN actually changed the tide of events in the struggle for Biafra restoration, because I remember people were actually confused. People were confused. They didn't know the direction things were going in this struggle until the launch of ESN. The launch of ESN gave the struggle for Biafra restoration a different look and a different shape. It gave our people the reassurance that we have crossed from the rhetoric of, Biafra restoration into action. And that move of launching ESN changed the mind of a lot of people who have actually felt that nothing was on the ground. And that didn't happen. The launch of ESN was not just a game changer for the struggle for Biafra, but the competent hands that were recruited to handle the job of the security of our land, because you could actually launch ESN and they could still be like any other security outfit. But ESN showed formidability. In Imo State, we saw the actions that were taking place. we saw how the members of the ESN were moving inside the bush, chasing the Fulani herdsmen, putting them on their foot, that even the Fulani herdsmen, you know, today can attest to the strength of ESN. And ESN on its own have also been able to bring a lot of pride to our people, the pride that we lost. Because our people were being killed as if we had nobody. People were feeling like, what is going on? Does it mean that Anibo, a whole Igbo land, a whole Biafra land, we were like kind of vulnerable in the hand of our enemy? As a result of, you know, the failure of the Eastern governors, the failure of Hope Uzodinma and co. to do what they are supposed to do. Rather, they were even the ones protecting these Fulani herdsmen, giving them coverage, because at some point, Umahi of Ebonyi State came out to confess that they were protecting the Fulani herdsmen. So you find out that they were busy protecting the Fulani herdsmen and leaving our people vulnerable. The victims were being blamed for the killing. Those who died were being blamed. They were telling, but you know, say Fulani herdsmen, they for inside bush. What do you go do there? In your own land, in your own farm. They say, but why you not come they challenge them with the cow? Now you for leave them now in your own land. So the victims were even being blamed for being killed in their own land. But ESN and the likes of IKONSO changed the tide of things. And we started seeing hope again in our region. We started seeing light again at the end of the tunnel. But, you know, they didn't want this joy of our people to continue. And I don't know if Mazi is still there. The enemies knew that if they could attack the formidable men who are doing the job of securing our people, they felt that it will weaken our resolve. And the unfortunate thing is that Mazi left for a while. Yes.
I think we are having a little slight internet. I think we are having a little slight internet breakdown. Your voice is coming and going, jacking, coming and going, coming, jacking and going. And I don't know if our listeners are noticing it from their own side.
Yeah, okay. It is from your end. So, but I have continued because my end is okay. My end is okay.
Okay, continue.
You know, but,
continue.
Yeah. So, but the unfortunate thing for the enemy is that the killing of IKONSO have also been able to bring out the best in us, because IPOB have appointed a new commander, and I can tell you that the new commander that is going to replace IKONSO is going to be more dangerous, is going to be more deadly, is going to be more ferocious, and the new commander is not going to make, if there were mistakes that were made in the past, I think that we have also been able to learn if there were mistakes that were made that led to the death of IKONSO. I think we have also been able to look at those mistakes and correct them and make sure they don't repeat itself again. So the death of IKONSO is going to refine the position of IPOB, reposition IPOB, and even make it a more better and a more clearer institution on its own. Yes, Mazi.
Okay, Mazi Patrick, your analysis is always on a beautiful side, and those who have a sense of reasoning, we understand the point you are making. And at the same time, a lot of people were saying that IKONSO shouldn't have gone to his father's house. IKONSO shouldn't have gone to his village where his people betray him. IKONSO shouldn't have done this. IKONSO shouldn't have done that. IKONSO is only a mortal. He's a human being. He is not an immortal. And IKONSO have a family, have a mother, have children. As a matter of fact, IKONSO's wife just gave birth to a newborn baby who is about 2 months old, or 3 months, going not up to 3 months, 2 months old now. And I think it's not bad if he also visit his village to see his family. But however, the deed is already done, the worst is already done, and is going to serve for us to learn in regards to the men in the front line, those that are fighting the killers in our land, that are kicking them out of our land, to learn and to know that iru uno kanjo karịa nke ezi, which simply means that the enemy in the house is more worse than that your enemy from outside, because your enemy from outside will find it difficult to get to you, while the enemy from inside knows your mother's kitchen, knows where you sleep, knows where you get your food, knows how you go out and when you come back. And that is what happened. Now, another question I want to ask you in regards to the death of IKONSO is this. The information, the intel we are having says that the people that betrayed IKONSO happen to be the people from his own community. His own, not community, his own village, his own kindred. And the record I have is that there have been series of petition that was written against IKONSO, series of petition, not one, not two, not three, not four. IKONSO happened to be a man of honor, a man of dignity, and a man of truth. IKONSO always stand by the side of truth. IKONSO hates intimidation. IKONSO is not just a freedom fighter because he heard Mazen Nnamdi Kanu talking about Biafra. IKONSO was a born freedom fighter. A freedom fighter is a man that fights for the oppressed. IKONSO is a man, a freedom fighter is a person who come out to challenge the oppressor against the oppressed. And that is the man of IKONSO. And because of this, those that think that they have money in the community, those that think that they have legs in the government, in the IKONSO community, they are busy trying to intimidate the poor people in the community. And each time this issue raised, the only person that these people run to for safety and for help happen to be IKONSO. And whenever IKONSO appear, because Onyike Kobu, IKONSO is going to fight for the less privileged and always making sure that he gives them justice. And because of this, those evil men in his community do not like him. If you go to Umokwe, if you go to Umuoji, IKONSO is from Umuoji clan, Umokwe kindred. If you go there right now and mention IKONSO, what you will hear is that IKONSO is a good man. IKONSO does not steal. IKONSO does not kill anybody. IKONSO always fights for the less privileged. Now, my brother, the question I want to ask you, because I am to the likeness of my own thinking, I'm still not believing that somebody can, betray such a great man that they have. Maybe because IKONSO doesn't have money, maybe IKONSO was not driving series of cars, build mansion and all that. They never knew that IKONSO is worth more than every rich man in that community. Now, what do you have to say about these people that have been writing against IKONSO, petition against IKONSO, calling him a thief? Are you aware that IKONSO's house was invaded so many months ago? They came to kill him. They called him a kidnapper. They wrote against him, said that he's a kidnapper, that he came to, that he is one among the people that are kidnapping people, blah, 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 this and that. And at the end of the day, they found out that the people they caught kidnapping had nothing to do with IKONSO. So my question is this. These people from the same kindred with IKONSO that have betrayed IKONSO, what do you think that is their profit?
Well, they are the biggest losers. They haven't benefited. They have not gained anything. Naturally, every Odogu, every strong man have lots of enemies. Even when you are innocent or guilty, when you are good or bad, you always have enemies. And, when you are a man who fights for justice and freedom of people, you always have a lot of fight in your hands. If you're a man who hates injustice, people will always, rise against you. People will always write, or even create stories. People will always create stories, to be able to see how they can bring you down in your. But IKONSO, had a destiny that he has come to fulfill. And, there was something you said that people said he wouldn't have gone to his compound. He wouldn't have. IKONSO knew that his life was in danger, considering the position he occupied in ESN. He knew that he had betrayers around him as his kindred, because when you see him, you know that he's not a stupid person. But one thing I can assure you is that if it was not time for IKONSO to die or to be killed, he wouldn't have been killed. He has done his bit. You know, when you see every hero around the world, when you go into history, their cause of death are always things that any ordinary person would have considered, but this guy is stronger. He wouldn't have died in this manner, you know. But heroes always die in ways we don't even, you know, expect, on minor, simple, little issues, you know. But like I said earlier, that the death of IKONSO have brought a new dimension. To the way ESN will be managed from henceforth, to make sure that risk and you know, issues that might lead to damages are put under control. And I believe that the person who is coming behind him will be more ferocious towards the Fulani herdsmen. He will be more determined, because I know that already IPOB have, you know, a new commander have been appointed to take over that position. And I can assure you that the person coming next to IKONSO will even do more greater job than what IKONSO have done. But what IKONSO have done that we must take home is that he has laid an everlasting foundation that the next generation will build upon. For those who betrayed him, they betrayed themselves, because when you betray your brother, you have also betrayed yourself. And I can tell you that justice will be done. It might take a very, very long time, that we know, but it's just a matter of time. Those who were involved in the death of IKONSO will be brought to justice in one way or the other. But our duty is to continue to promote his legacy, continue to tell the world how he fought to protect the land of Biafra, how he marched on the street with Biafra flag, because he started from the grassroots with Biafra flag. He merited that position. He was not picked and made to become the commander of ESN in Imo by sleeping or by lying down or by playing around. He proved that he had what it takes to occupy that position. And these are things we must also learn, you know, in the course of our journey, that when you merit a position, it's not by just coming out to say it. Your work will speak for you, and the work of IKONSO has spoken for him. And it will be written in history that such a person came, saw, and conquered. Because the Fulanese have been able to confirm that he was a threat to them. By targeting him, what they did was to, you know, corner him, because they knew that if they come on confrontational ground, face to face in the battlefield, that they don't have a chance. So they needed to find a more convenient way to take him out. You know, but I can tell you that he has played his role, and each and every one of us must learn from the heroism, the contribution IKONSO have made on the ground, and complement that effort by making our contribution in our own little ways. Mazi.
Thank you very, very much. Please let us go on a music break. When we come back, we will continue this program. As it is hot on this platform, now so with the talkam, we are mourning our great hero IKONSO, whose name have been changed and whose name have been taken over, have been changed to from Douglas Road in Owerri to IKONSO. He been immortalized, and the government house in Owerri is being changed to IKONSO house. Please let us go on music break. When we come back, we continue this program. As it is hot, now so they talk am.
Biafran's Got Talent exclusive. IKONSO,
As we IKONSO, the very broken council. IKONSO within the chalice of God. He will declare himself.
Biafran warrior, IKONSO, freedom fight mama, IKONSO is our hero, IKONSO in the rest of the paradise.
Like a soldier, and you die like a soldier. You never betrayed our motherland.
Yes, IKONSO, you fight like a soldier, you've died like a soldier. IKONSO, onye nsọ, egburu gị n'ala nsọ, ndị nsọ na-ebere gị akwa, gị na ndị nsọ nọkwa n'eluigwe na-anọrọ anyị ọgụ. Asị m na ọ ga-adịrị gị na mma ebe ọ bụla ị nọ n'ụwa dị ọgụ na mmụọ ka ya na-anụ n'ife. My brother, we are back once again. That is a short music break of IKONSO, and I want to thank Biafra Got Talents for this beautiful package of song. They have dedicated it to our great hero IKONSO. Let us go to the next topic, but we'll still come back to touch the issue of IKONSO before we open our line. The next topic we want to talk, more critical topic that our people may not understand, and we need to throw light into it. The presence of the Islamic school that was built in Afikpo, Ebonyi State. Our people will understand that it is like a threat to our people. And you, Mazi Patrick Kim, I want you to tell the world what you know about the presence of that school, the impact of that school, the negative and the positive impact that that school is playing in life of our people, and knowing fully well that all over the world already know the antecedents of Islam in every country where they are. Because I have records and records and records of country where Islam comes into and took over the land. From example, Turkey was known as Constantinople. For those of you who doesn't know this history, I want to give it to you free of charge on this platform. Turkey was known as Constantinople, and Turkey was 100% Christian. And Islam came to Turkey, a boy, not a man, a boy of 22, 23 years, led, somebody called Ahmad, somebody took over jihad, led a group of jihadists to fight and killed and killed and killed and killed until they uprooted Christianity in Constantinople, which is known as Turkey today, and turned it to Islam. Today, if you go to Turkey, Turkey is 98.5% Islam, because the people who came to conquer them were allowed to have a stronghold in that land. And it happened that they strike at the right time, and they brought everybody to ground zero. They destroy all the churches and replace them with mosque. And it is happening. So today, we have a church in our land. And in those churches, we understand that so many times Boko Haram were throwing bombs, destroying the churches. In Madala on 25 December, I think 2014 or 2013, they threw bomb in Madala. They killed so many people in the church. This is the same method which the people that came to Constantinople as invaders of the land that happened to be Islam, radical Islam, that uprooted everybody and they put down their own way of worship. And today, we are having this school. Now, Mazi Patrick Ikem, I don't want to take much of your time because I know you have a lot to say. You're a man full of wisdom. What do you think? Is this school in Afikpo standing as a big threat to the well-being of our Biafran people, or do you see it as a way of worship that can be welcomed in our land? Please go ahead and speak to the humanity because they are listening. Go ahead, my brother.
Yeah, thank you very much. The school in our, first of all, we have to draw attention to our people that the Islamic school in Afikpo is not we are not talking about a worship center. We are talking about an institution of learning. And this school was set up by an Igbo man who changed his name to Sheikh Ibrahim Nwagui. You know, he set up the school. Um, before the Biafran Nigerian Civil War. And from the story I heard, he said he had a dream and, you know, went to Senegal where he got in touch with a sheikh there, and he studied for 5 years and returned back to establish this school. And with the establishment of this school over the years, the intention of setting up this school for our brother Nwagwe was to bring the religion of Islam to the best of his understanding to Igbo land. And until he passed away. But why are we raising alarm today? We are raising alarm over this Islamic institution because the motive, the purpose of setting up that school have been diverted to something else. The purpose of setting up that school was to bring knowledge of Islam to our people, but today that school has become a center of breeding terrorists, breeding extremists, and it has become a threat to the society. It has become a threat to the people in that community. The people in that community are no longer feeling free. You know, over the years, they have lived with that school. We have seen the expansion of that school as well. That means that the community have been so much cooperative, even donated land to the school for expansion. But in recent time, we've seen that school have been turned into a terrorist breeding ground and have come under scrutiny. We've seen a lot of activities, clandestine activities going on there, young people being indoctrinated into radical and fundamental Islamic way of life and all that. So that is why we are bringing the attention of our people that they should stop sending their children to those schools, because the purpose of setting up that institution have been defeated, and it is time we confront the reality, because if we don't do it now, in the future, it's going to cause problem for us. So when we look at the Eastern region, Islam have a freedom. They worship in their mosque. Nobody harasses anybody. Nobody disturbs anybody. But when an institution becomes a center of breeding terrorists, becomes a place of developing ideologies that will be a threat to the society, it is very, very important we look into it and start educating our people to, first of all, avoid such places of learning, because it has become a threat to the well-being of everybody. That's it.
Okay, thank you very, very much, my brother, Mazi Patrick Ikem. When you look at the structure of our nation, Biafra, that we are expecting, we are fighting for, we all know that Biafra is going to be a secular nation, because looking back to what was happening when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was, speaking extensively in regards to the way Biafra is going to be structured, the kind of government we are going to practice, and what have you. It came to a certain time that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was blowing seriously hot against all the pastors that have not been speaking about the happenings, the killings, and the people land. And he said that they are evil. And some people took it upon themselves, people like the DJ Rezo took it upon himself, saying that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu does not want Christianity, he does not want every other religion, he does not want this, he does not want that, that he wants to force us to go into, to begin to practice Judaism, which was a very blatant lie, a very clear lie. Now, We all know that Biafra is going to be a secular nation when Biafra is restored. He says that you can worship in a secular nation. He says that you can worship any kind of thing that you want to worship. Whatever worshiping you want to, whatever religion you want to worship, that you are 100% free to worship it. If you want to worship a goat, when Biafra is restored, you are free. If you want to worship a cat, you are free. But one thing is paramount. The law of the land is going to reign supreme above anything that you are worshiping. You cannot use your religion to, launch attack against the
Yeah, so Mazi is out in a while, and I hope that he returns back soon. So, like I was saying earlier on, we are not here to criticize or fight against any religion. It is very, very important that we are not trying to create a religious war. No, absolutely not. But when a religion or when an institution becomes a threat, when an institution becomes have defeated the purpose in which it was created, then we have to look into the basic. We all know that there are no regulations when it comes to schools, and with the present situation of the zoo called Nigeria, there are nobody goes there to look at what is happening in those schools. But intelligent reports have been able to prove that this Islamic institution in Afikpo, have become a breeding ground for young terrorists, become a breeding ground for all sort of things that will jeopardize the future of our region. And it is very, very important we look into activities that are going on there. Okay, yeah, Mazi, you're back.
Yes, I am back. Yes. I was speaking before I lost the connection. So continue saying what you're saying when you are done.
So like I was saying that we are not here to ignite a religious bigotry or religious war or incite people to go about hating other religions, but we are here to point the torchlight to the fact that this Islamic institution in Afikpo, have, proven to have, gone out from the initial purpose it was created, that the place has become a sort of threat to the immediate community, that the communities are already even feeling scared. Young people are being enrolled into the school with the intention of getting knowledge there, but at the end of the day, they come out as potential terrorists, and we cannot allow such a thing to happen in our land, where the whole world today is fighting against terrorism. So it's not just war. It's not a war against Islam or against any religion, because even in the Christian religion in Biafra land, if we also discover that any Christian institution is radicalizing people against other religions, it is also our duty to call them out, and that is what we are doing. So it's not an exclusive interaction to this Islamic institution, but it is a more broader interaction that has to do with religion generally, including our traditional religion as well. When you misuse the instrument in your hand, it is the duty of the people to make sure that such a thing do not succeed. And that is why we are here, to bring to the attention of parents and wards to avoid, in the first place, sending their children to those institutions where young people have been radicalized, young people are being taught, a different version of Islam that is not even in existence. So it is very, very important we bring attention of the world to such atrocities. That is why we are here, Mazi.
Thank you very, very much. Before we continue, please let us quickly go to a short music break. Then we come back we continue. Thank you very much, my brother.
Special dedication to the gallant heroes of the Nigerian Biafra War and IKONSO families all over the world. I remember the Nigerian Biafra War. In the thickness of the Biafra genocide. Hey, one can revive the punishing up to life. Let the baby honor me to fight. And they were singing out, Holy, 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 it's another Savior. They were singing out, Holy, 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 it's another Savior. Holy, 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 it's another Savior. Many years after the genocide, whoa, it's another great leader that's risen up now. Oh, and he's leading the Biafra to victory. Iyomadika, Yabika, Kopanam, hey, I get a lot of it's an honor having you on board. I'm thinking, holy, 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 holy. It's a mother Savior. I'm thinking, holy, holy, holy. It's a mother Savior.
Yeah, thank you very, very much. Thank you very, very much, my people. As you are following, watching us live anywhere you are watching us from, we are here today, and today is 1st of May, 1st of May 2021, and this is a month that we are remembering our fallen heroes every 30th of May. And you all know Mazi Patrick Ikem is a Biafran from Anayo Kingdom, and Anayo is Biafra. And we are doing justice to these two topics we are bringing to you today. And we are still talking about the school in Ebonyi State at Afikpo. My brother, I want you to know that our people, if it is a public pool, our people have their own say, they have their own choice, they have their own opportunity, they will have their own opportunity to air their own view. And this is a platform where we give them chance to call and speak and tell us what they feel. Because that means that you're a great man of wisdom, and in settling cases is because the people you are talking to are listening to you and concurring with whatever you are saying. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not force us to come out to join him in this struggle. He only convinced us with truth and the facts and figures on the ground. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not telling us that this is going to happen and it will not happen. Whatever he told us that is going to happen also happened, and whatever he's telling us that has happened, we saw it in our own with our own two optical. So because of the radical Islam in the land, a lot of people sees that particular school as a very big threat. Whether it is an Igbo man that set it up, whether it is an Hausa man that set it up, we know that OIC have taken over that school. Organization of Islamic nations have taken over that particular school we're talking about, and a lot of evil, they are piling ammunition in that school. A lot of evil is happening in that school, brother. I must tell you the truth. With every ounce of truthfulness, I'm speaking to you here. And this is the reason why even the people living within that vicinity knew that something is happening there, and they have hijacked the school already. They want to use the school to launch a very big attack against our people. And this is why we are discussing about this school, and we want people to begin to think about this particular school, because we know that when Biafra come, if you want to be a Muslim, nobody is going to stop you. But we wouldn't want any noise. We wouldn't want any intimidation. We wouldn't want any bombing. We didn't want any violence from you. Because any religion that says kill somebody who doesn't believe in their religion, that is an infidel. That religion is questionable. I'm not fighting against any Muslim. I'm not fighting I'm not raising any religious war. But I'm creating. I'm trying to create this awareness that people should know that this particular school is now being hijacked and is about to be used against our own people. Because when Biafra
Mazi, there is a point that I raised and I made earlier. I said that this school must have been set up with good intentions. But today, the purpose of setting up that institution have been defeated. Because from the intelligence report that we get, a lot of things are happening. You saw the Minister of Communication today, Sir Pantami. What he attended, all the schools that he attended were almost Islamic school. And this guy have proven that the more Islamic school you even attend, the more you become sympathizer for terrorists. So these are the things we are looking at. That you send children to school with intention. Parents send children to school with the impression to go and learn and improve their knowledge. But when they go into those schools, what they teach them, what they learn is completely different from the intention of the parents or wards who send them to those schools. And these are young children who are being, they grow them up from the cradle, they radicalize them, and in the nearest future, we will be facing attacks and we don't even know where they are coming from. So it is very, very important we start opening the eyes of our people to see the future danger that is coming to us, so that parents should stop sending their children to such schools and desist, from this radicalization agenda, like you said, that the OIC have taken over. There is no doubt, because at the end of the day, the OIC intention had always been to, make sure that, especially Biafra land, is Islamized, by the way. But here, we are not here to talk about fight against Islam. We are here to talk about fight against terrorism. Mazi Solomon, so it is very, very important that we make it. It is very, very important that we make it very, very clear to the world that we are not here to fight Islamic religion, but we are here to bring a stop to the radicalization, a radicalization agenda that is going on right now in Biafra land. We cannot allow such a thing to continue, knowing fully well that young people are being radicalized in institutions like this. We cannot put our eyes, off the ball. We have to call them out and make sure that, first of all, parents stop sending their children and wards to those schools, because those institutions, the purpose in which they were set up, have been defeated. And it is very, very important that our people understand the message.
Yeah, thank you very, very much, Mazi Patrick. He came, and as we are speaking to the whole world, we want them to
listen. Somebody said that it's not true that Pantami attended only. I said that most of the schools that Pantami attended were Islamic schools. I didn't say all. I said most of the schools that he attended. So it is very, very important that you get my point. Don't misinterpret what I said. Go ahead, Mazi.
That is beautiful. That is beautiful. And on this note, we are opening our line. We are opening our line for people to make their own contribution in regards to the topic we have raised so far. Because if we begin to touch light all the topics, all the things that is happening already, I think we are going to take more hours to have this program run. But however, I want to let the whole world know that our line is open. The number to call is already on the screen: +491 521 638. That is the number to call us on WhatsApp. Only WhatsApp call, please. When you call us, please don't forget to remind us that I see the hot. Now, so we the talk. People are fighting with me. People are getting it upset with me that I don't allow them to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Mazikem, what do you have to say about it before they begin to bamboozle me? Because me, as long as we are mourning, as long as things are happening on the ground, I don't understand for my likeness to say good morning when the morning, for me, I know the morning is not good. So I want you to throw a little bit more light. Maybe I have been wrong all this while.
No, Mazi, the truth of the matter is that we are here to rub our minds together. And most of the time, when we speak, our people do not pay attention to what we say. And that is where you have these people trying to misinterpret what you say most of the time because they don't pay attention. And, you know, but it's also important that people have their own contrary views, and through the comment section we can always correct some of the wrong impression or the wrong messages that they get. And when they comment, like I see Max in Jakao Bina saying that I didn't say that Pantami and attended most of the schools. So I would encourage him to go back and listen to what I said from the inception, that most of the schools that Pantami, who is a terrorist sympathizer today and possibly also a terrorist himself, most of the schools, the institutions he attended were Islamic institutions. And in fact, every Islamic institution around the world have shown some symptom of sympathy for terrorism, Islamic terrorism. And we are not here, like I said, to bash the Islamic religion. The Islamic religion is a wonderful religion that have brought, like our leader said, have brought a lot of development to the world. But we are here to resist that fundamentalistic ideology, this extremist ideology that the Fulanis have infiltrated into the Islamic religion, giving wrong interpretation and also damaging the face of Islam. You know, it is very, very important that we bring it so that other Muslims should know that they have a responsibility.
Hold on, Mazi. Please, Isaac Ngozi, stop spamming the comment section so that we can be reading other people's comment, please. Stop spamming it. You are sending one message all over again and again and again, and it is pushing out other people's commentaries. We need to be reading people's commentaries. Please, I beg you, my brother, please, or my sister, whether you are a man or a woman, I beg you in the name of Chukwu Kabiama, stop spamming it. When you are sending it like this, it's pushing other people's commentary. As we are running this program, the world is watching, and people are coming up with different opinion. So I want you to please send your message once in a while, not to be spamming it and pushing other people's commentary. Please, if you are for Biafra, please do not do this again. I beg of you. So, Mazi, please round up. Someone is
Isaac Ngozi is so passionate. He's showing us so much love. Thank you very much, Isaac Ngozi. We see your love. Thank you very much for those emojis and your appreciations. What we are trying to do here is to open the mind of our people, to make them see, because most of the time we could be fighting a battle from one end, but we even have a more bigger battle from another end that we are not paying attention to. And we can, at the end of the day, regain our freedom from Nigeria and still go back and hand our victory over back to our enemies, where Biafra will now have to contend with an internal terrorism activities. That is going to be a very big setback to our struggle and our development. So in the course of our struggle for Biafra restoration, we must match every challenge, you know, we must take them one after the other and make sure that we, in course of this struggle, continue to even build the Biafra nation of our dream. We cannot abandon the building of Biafra because we are struggling to get Biafra. Because whether Biafra is going to come, Biafra is already here. So we must, in course of this struggle for Biafra restoration, even start the building process and start putting the standards we want to see in the future. Because when we say, let us get Biafra first before we start talking about it, when you get Biafra, you're also going to have face other challenges that comes with societal development. You are going to face other challenges that come with building a nation building, you know, but it will be easier for us to checkmate, even in the course of this struggle, start laying down the principles that will guide us when we finally arrive there. So when we talk about some of these things, we are trying to like create the enabling environment to curtail some of the excesses of the challenges and the setbacks we're going to face in the future, because we should be living in the future now, not just living in today. Because what have brought development to every developed viable country or nation in the world is ability to see beyond, to see 100 years, to see 200 years of what a nation,
and plan ahead of it.
And plan ahead of it. So these are the points we are trying to raise, so that in the future we don't have to now contend with a situation where we'll be fighting internal and local terrorists in our society.
Thank you very, very much, my brother. And we have a caller on the line. This caller has been patiently waiting all this while. Please, the caller, as it is hot, welcome to the program, my brother. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
As it is hot, that's why we talk.
Thank you so much for your patience, my brother. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Chukuma. I'm calling from Malaysia.
Mazi Chukuma, please go ahead and make your contribution.
Yes. This school we are talking about today, before your analysis, I've had a thought about this school, but I don't know what is bringing that school to me. You see, this school now, with your analysis now, this sounds like a revelation, like you're making it more clearer. We are not against any religion. Biafrans are not against any religion, but we are against terrorism. We are not here to massage words. That school cannot exist. We will destroy that school. It is very, very important. Like, it's very, very important. It's a matter of desperate importance that we destroy that school if it's going to serve as a kind of shielding ground for our enemies, because we will not watch an institution where it will preach terrorism or a kind of challenge to the people. We are talking about our own, our what has to do with the people and the welfare of the people. So if that school is a threat, we're going to destroy it. And before you mention this now, like I told you earlier, I've been thinking about this school. I don't know what drives me. You know, Biafra is a spirit. So wherever it points at, there must be something hidden there. So whatsoever that is happening there, like from your analysis, since yesterday you've been discussing about that school, and even before you start mentioning that school, I myself, I keep on wondering what always, took me to that school. So that school is a threat to Biafra, and we are putting the word on notice. We're not here to massage words. We're not here to pamper or to make everybody feel good. We're not against any religion. There are other religions, like like our leaders say, you can worship anything you want to worship, but you don't use it as a threat to the people. So that school is a threat, and we are bringing it down. Biafrans will bring it down by all means. We are going to destroy that school. It's not going to exist in our land. That is my own contribution. All hail Biafra.
All hail Biafra. Thank you so much for your contribution, my brother. Everybody have their own opinion, and we'll have another caller on the line. We have another caller on the line. Let us know this, our caller, what they have to say. Welcome to the program, as it is hot.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Welcome to this program.
Sir.
Welcome.
Oh, my brother, good afternoon.
I told you we are not in a good mood. We are not in a good mood. So the afternoon is not good for me, bro. So tell us as it is hot now, so you go talk and go ahead and make a contribution.
Oh, my contribution,
speak English. Speak English. Speak English, please. English, please. So the world may know what you're talking about. Or you can speak broken.
No problem. My contribution on this matter is what is happening in our hometown, Biafra land, is not more good again. I want the world to come out and speak against what June army are killing our people and Igbo peoples. It's not fair. This morning I was hearing that a trip of army are going to Omaya this morning. Why? Why is they doing like that? So my contribution there is, if our leader, Mazen Nandikaruka, let him declare a war. If anybody will die, let him die. Our commander of PSM is closer that died. Is somebody son. So let him declare war. Let us face it. Let us face it. Let the Zoom army know that yes, we are more than them. They cannot do anything. So my heart is burning for what is happening in Biafra land.
Thank you. Thank you very, very much for your contribution. Mazi came looking at this last caller. He's talking about Mazen and the kind declaring war. And what do you have to say about it? Because looking at the situation at hand, our people is always asking declare for war, declare for war. And this is what I've been telling our leader since 2013, 2014, 2015. And what my own understanding and from my own point of view, to declare war is not the best option. It is not the best option. You have to start from the legal terms, following the legal procedures, which is as we are agitating, letting the whole world know why we are fighting for our freedom through referendum. We are asking for referendum for us to be given the right, which is well enshrined in United Nations Charter and African Union Charter. Even in Nigeria Constitution, referendum is a right of for self-determination is enshrined there. So we have rights to ask for our freedom. And the people are saying war, 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 declare war, declare war. To declare war is only a declaration of a word, but to fight it is another strategy that needs a very big synergy, a very big strategy, a very big resources, and a very big contact with the international community. You don't have to just come out and say you declare a war. We are not warmongers. We are freedom fighters. So on my own side, I don't want Mazen Nnamdi Kanu from my own side of view to say he is declaring war against Nigeria government for now. What we are asking for is our freedom to be given to us. Then if all the people of Eastern region have seen that they are seriously under attack and being killed, and they have no option than to defend themselves, that is why issue of war may arise. But for now, we are peaceful agitators who are peacefully asking for our freedom to be given to us. So from your own side, from your own understanding, please, I would like you to throw more light to that. Go ahead, brother.
Mazi, when you talk about declaration of war, what is declaration of war? Since after the Biafran Civil War 1967, we have been at war, economic blockade, we have been at war of social blockade, we have been at war of infrastructural blockade, we have been at war of any kind you can think of. So when you talk about declaring war, even between 1967 to 70, we didn't declare the war. It was Nigeria that declared war on us, and the war still continued. And even as we are speaking right now, the war is still ongoing. So what war do you want to declare again when we are already in a state of war? How do you start saying you are declaring a war when you're already in a state of war? We're already in a state of war. What we are only doing is to defend ourselves. The formation of the ESN that we see today is for defense purpose. ESN was not formed to attack anybody it's for defense and protection of the life of our people. So it is, when you talk about declaring war, what is more than which war is more than the killing of IKONSO, our commander today? It is the Nigerian state, the Fulanis, that have already even declared war on us. So what we should be talking about is how do we defend ourselves, not declaring war, because we're already at war with the zoo called Nigeria and the Fulani at large all over West Africa. Recently, they threatened they were bringing war to us, the Femieti Allah. They said they are going to bring war to us. And our leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, also replied in his own terms that if you come, we are going to defend ourselves. So, I mean, there is no war to be declared because we're already at war with the Fulanis.
Yeah, thank you very, very much, my brother. You have just said it the way it is. And I have another caller on the line. Welcome to this program, Aside Hot.
Aside Hot, good afternoon.
No, that is not our greeting. You should tell us Aside Hot now, so you go talk.
Aside Hot, that's how I go talk.
Go ahead and talk it like that. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, my fellow friends. My name now Ifoma. They come from Istanbul.
Go ahead, Ifoma, and talk to your brothers and sisters.
Okay. Number one, now that school where they for that Afikpo. That school na very big threat now it be for us, and we need to visit that school. You understand? Then my second suggestion now to all these our leaders where no one talk. You understand? We need to start visiting them to their houses. If not their offices, for the government house, we need to start visiting them. When we pay their visits, then they can be able to come out and say the things how it take be, especially that Ebonyi state and Imo state too. All those people wey still dey follow janja with, we no need to dey come dey pamper us again, dey beg them. Na when they visit their house, if they no dey, if na their family members we see, they go pass message drop for them. I think that thing alone, e go make them come out and start to dey talk. And so e dey for my mouth.
Okay, thank you so
Now,
much.
I don't know.
Thank you so much, my dear sister. You have talked it as it is hot for your mind. And we, the Biafrans, we don't hear you. We have heard your own contribution. We have another caller on the line. Let us know who is on the line. Welcome to this program as it is hot. Welcome to the program as it is hot. They are not listening. They are calling us and they are doing something else. Let us answer those who are ready to speak. Welcome to the program as it is hot.
It is hot, that's why I go talk.
Thank you, my brother. Go ahead and make your contribution.
Everybody, every Biafran should be aware that already at war for a long time. We are on media war. We are on foot war. IKONSO is died on the light battlefield, on the line of duty. So many of our fallen heroes.
Hold on, point of correction. Hold on. Point of correction. IKONSO did not die in the battlefield. IKONSO was ambushed and killed in his house. If you say he died in the line of duty, I can accept that, but not in the battlefield.
Sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So we are already at war with these people. These people, they have been going kidnapping people, doing all manner of things. And coming to this issue of school, whatever. If you go to China, they are very strict about all this Muslim, Islamic. These people, that thing is very forgetful. You don't control your brain. So it is part of their game to subdue that area and start conquering from that area. So I will advise our people to tread with caution. We have to thoroughly investigate that project called school. We are not Islam. Even I've said it often and on. We the Igbos, we are not to put Muslims. Even they know it. All over the world, people in the Bahrain, they don't. Anybody you see is going there because of the money or because of the betrayal or how to spy on us. That's the way I see it personally. That is my own personal view.
Okay.
Because even some of us that know that we are Christians, we are not good Christians. Truth be told.
Okay.
Still, but our women, almost every problem in land, even more now, I'm honest.
Okay, thank
I'm
you.
a Christian, but I'm interest.
You have made your point, my brother. We have a lot of people that are calling, a lot of people that we are calling, and we must make a line available for them. Once you make your point, then you drop the line so that other people can call us. I'm coming back to you, Mazikem. Looking at this school we are talking about right now, I think you may have one or two things to say more in regards to the impact of that school in the life of the people that have already attended to this school. What do you think is going to happen to our own children that have already attended to this school? How they have breed this group of a generation through that school? What do you think? Are they going to be radicalized, or are they going to see it as a holy place of worship? What is your stake in the life of this Ebonyi, especially Ebonyi people who have? I heard that, I don't know if the statistics is correct, that about 60% of people living in Afikpo are is Muslim. I don't know if it's truth or lie. So what do you have to say about it?
Mazi, you know that that school is just an institution where people start their learning process, and most of them from that institution travel to places like Sudan and other Islamic countries to further their education based on their interest. You know, so you find out that that institution is a breeding ground. The first step where children are taken in from the cradle, you know, start teaching them, start breeding them, and you know the damage that have been done there is unquantifiable. I can tell you, you know. But what is important is that yes, it's coming late because that institution have been there over the years, and the question we should be asking is, at what point was that extremist ideology introduced? Because at the beginning it was not like that, but in the past few years, when the Fulanis gained entry and started feeding them with their own ideology of Islam, we've seen situation deteriorate, and they have even taken advantage of that school to, you know, as a camp where they even hold their war equipment, you know. And so it is very, very important that it's not just the ideology of people who went through that institution, but also what that institution represents as of today. But when we talk about people who have gone through that institution, I think that it's a very huge complication. And the earlier something is done, the better. I've seen somebody say, oh, we must go and demolish, we must go and destroy. You know, I am of the opinion that sensitization is very, very important for our people, that what you think that school represents is not what it represents. And if our people get that right sensitization, I don't think any parent would want to send their child to those kind of institution of learning.
Thank you very, very much. Let us answer another call to know what they have to say. Welcome to the program, Aside Hot. Your network is not good. Your network is not... Can you hear us? Go ahead, tell us. But your voice is your voice is cracking. Check your network, check your speakers, check your voice, your microphone, please.
Okay, but I can hear you clearly.
Go ahead and make a contribution. You have 2 minutes.
Okay, my name is Nwaokike. I'm calling from India. So what I want to contribute is about that Islamic school. That Islamic school, they have to promote that school because there is nothing good from there. There is never see anything good come from that Islamic faith. We are Christian. We are not Muslim. So that school is to be removed. That school is where they start their prayer. They want to bring it inside that. We are not Muslim. We are Christian. Let them go and build the school. They are not doing that. That's my own contribution.
Thank you very, very much. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very, very much. Having listened to this particular caller that said they should go and build it in the north, Mazi, from your findings and your own analysis, you said that it was an Igbo man who built that school, who instituted that school in our land. And his intention was to bring Islam for people to study and know the worship of Islam. But now that it's been hijacked and a lot of people
to have the knowledge and, you know, worship in truth and the spirit, very important. Okay. That was the initial
intention. Now that it has been hijacked and a lot of evil is happening there, what do you think should be done? Because people are calling, saying that the school should be demolished, it should be removed. So what is your stake in regards to that?
Well, like I said earlier, the sensitization aspect is the most important thing, because most of the parents who send their children, their wards to those schools do not actually understand what is happening there. You send your child to a school and they go there, get radicalized, and they return back worse than they went. You know, that aspect of sensitization is the key, first of all. So whatever happens next is decision of the Biafran people to make. I wouldn't be in a position to make any suggestion what could be done there. But on the angle of the trade, because we've learned also that that place has become an armory, a potential armor, storage for the Fulanis. So it means that if anything happens in Biafra land today, they can use that place as a camping ground for their arms. They can use that place because we also heard that their tunnels have been built. For what purpose are those tunnels built? These are the questions we should be asking. So it is the duty of the people to decide what they want to do in that institution. But my own position is parents need to be informed, parents need sensitization, parents need to understand that institutions like these have outlived its purpose, and the intention of setting that institution have been defeated by extremists hijacking that institution and making it a place of breeding young terrorists that will create future damage, not just to Biafra land, but to the world at large. So it's not just a problem of Biafra. It is not problem of, it is a world, it's a global problem that the world must pay attention to. And that is my position, Mazi.
Thank you very, very much in regards to your own contribution and response towards that. We have another caller on the line. Welcome to the program, Aside.
My brother.
Welcome to the program, Aside.
Okay, no,
yes, I am live. Call me later. This caller is calling for something different. Let us answer those who knows what we are doing here, who want to contribute. Welcome to this program, Aside Hot.
Aside Hot, that's why they talk.
Thank you very much. Your name and where you're calling from.
Please, my people, with my contribution, my name is Faith. I'm calling from my location.
Okay, go ahead.
My contribution in this school that is being built in Afikpo. Please and please, I hope our leader will hear. We don't need it, because this is a threat to Biafra land. They want to use it to dip their Quran in the ocean. Please, if there's any way we can sensitize our parents, let them know the implication they are putting their children. Because I can also believe it is through all this school, that is how they conquered our land. Please, it is not, we will have to wake the consciousness of our parents, so that their children, those children, they should not be terrorists in the near future. Please, it is a duty of all of us to bring that school down. Does not matter that whether you man or whosoever it is that planned that school. We don't need it. We don't need it, please, because of our future. We don't want terrorists in Biafra land. We don't need both the Biafra land as a world at large. Please, we don't need that school. If it's possible, we should bring it down. We don't need it. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much, my dear sister. Mazi Patrick, you have heard what this our sister said. People are seriously kicking against this school because of the similarities of issue that has happened in countries where Islam used such school to build and gain ground. Then afterward, they breed some kind of terrorists among the people. And
no, Maz, it's very, very important that we are not talking about Islam as a religion here. So that people do not misunderstand the point we are trying to make. The Biafran people are not afraid of Islam coming to take over. We are talking about an institution that has been set up for a purpose of bringing the Islamic religion, which would have been of great benefit to our people if it had not been misused. So much it is very, very important that we put it in the real light, that it is not a question of, we are not afraid of Islam coming to overrun Biafra land. We are talking about an institution that have been created, set up to breed young terrorists that is going to definitely create future problems for not just Biafra, but also for the world. So we are not fighting Islam here. Mas, it is very, very important we make it very clear that this is not a war against religion. It is a war against a fundamentalistic, or whatever you call it, extremist agenda. So we must draw the line so that people who are out there will not say, "Oh, you see, we talk and say these people are fighting against Islam." The war is a war.
Mazi, hold on. Let's face this squarely. That is why I said that this is a very sensitive issue. What was the reason for that school?
That's what I'm saying.
What was the primary for that school?
That is what I'm saying. That the person who actually set up that institution must have done it with good intention, with a vision, according to him. You understand what I'm saying? And if not for the fact that this school have existed for years, even before me and you were born, you understand what I'm saying? But when such institutions start posing threats to the society, to the immediate community, then this is our call for concern. This institution have been there for years. You understand what I'm saying? But when this institution, as soon as it has become a source of threat, that today we are now getting intelligent report that arms are being stored there. These are the things that should be causing concern. So
what our people are saying, since it has become this bad, what should we do?
That is what I'm saying, that it is a decision. People are calling in, everybody is bringing their own idea. I wouldn't say Biafra should go and burn the place down. No, it will be wrong of me to tell Biafrans, okay, everybody go into that institution and burn it down. No, it is a decision. And it is very, very important you have also opened the line for people to bring in their views. But my own position is enlightenment. Parents need to understand that this institution is no longer serving the purpose it was created for. That they should desist sending their parents.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Let me answer a caller. Maybe a caller may give us a solution to this.
Yes. Go ahead.
Welcome
let
to
our callers. Let the caller decide what.
Yeah. Welcome to the program. Please tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Okay. My name is Egoma, and I'm calling from the United States.
Please go ahead and make a contribution.
Okay, about the school in question in Ebonyi, the Islamic school, I think our people need to really sit up and open their eyes and look around the world and see what is going on. In exception of few terrorists here and there, which hardly comes up often, most terrorists are breeded by that religion called Islam. And you cannot differentiate them. I had our brother Patrick saying it would have been a wonderful thing, the Islamics of the education and all that. I mean, go and look at Iran today. Iran is an Islamic country. Everybody is running out of that country because of what that religion has done to them, twisted their mind, destroyed them. The Muslims themselves are running away from Islam. How can anybody want to embrace such a religion? I mean, go deep into Islam. I'm not trying to castigate them and all that. But if you really study it and you hear a little bit about them, you have an insight into this religion, you would know it's not something you want anybody from your family or around you to practice. They radicalize them, they change their mindset. The mindset of your own children, they will turn against you, that your children will get the what they raise up against you and kill you and say you are not practicing the real Islam. We should be very careful when we try to embrace. They will come subtly, they will come like snakes, very peaceful, but it's not a religion of peace. It's a religion of death, terror. So we need to be very careful. Look at what happened in the United States during 9/11. Most of the mosques here were used to breed terrorists until they started flushing them out. They hide arms in there, bombs and everything. I'm telling you, you people will be shocked what is going on in that so-called school there. And let me tell you, that man that I had, the Igbo guy that acquired that land it wasn't him. His face was used to acquire that land. It wasn't his money that built that school. They will need somebody, an insider, that they will use as one of you to build it so that you will not come against it. Our people need to be wise and wake up on time. And wake up on time because let me tell you, it will not be a Fulani or an Hausa man or a Senegalese or a Gambia that will bomb our place. It will be an Igbo man that has become radicalized. They will twist their mind. I'm telling you. It's a sloping road. We should turn around and come out of it. Something has to be done. So should not be accepted. Please. Thank you so much, my brother.
Yeah, thank you. Before you go, my dear sister, hold on. Before you go, I am of the opinion that even Constantinople, Turkey was known as Constantinople, which was 100% Christian, and Saint Paul that people are talking about in Christendom today is from Constantinople, which is from Turkey. You know, so it was known. The nation was known as a Christian nation until Islam came in and overtook everything, and they killed and removed all the churches and rebuilt their church, their mosque everywhere. So I am of the opinion that if that school is a danger to our people, then we need to look into looking into how to deal with that situation. You know, but I must tell you that if Islam is to be in Biafra land, I'm telling you that they must be under a law that they will not cause any harm. This is my own opinion, I'm telling you. But any radicalized Islam is not welcomed in our land. And this school is now used as a place where they are stocking arms. So it is already in the open that we don't need it. So whatever should happen to the school does not lie on me and the Mazi Patrick came to decide. Biafra should decide on what to happen. So this is the point I want to make. So thank you so much, my dear sister.
Thank you so much. You give them one foothold, they will take a mile. You give them one foothold, they will take a mile. And the plan 50 years ahead, that school was not propagated today. If they started building it 10 or 5 years ago, they have planned this in over 50 years ago. We need to really go into this religion and study it. It's a dangerous one. It is dangerous. They themselves that are into that religion wants to come out. I am telling you, we should not embrace it. We should not embrace it. It's not a religion of peace. And they know it. No matter how they try to cover it up and all that, we know the truth. So our people need to wake up and be very careful. Before we will all be slaughtered by ourselves. Because one of us get radicalized, that's it. They change your mindset, that is it. And they don't come back from it. They believe in death. They don't believe in life. So please, we need to wake up. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much for your contribution, my dear sister. Thank you. Master Patrick, is there anything you want to say in regards to this? The line is very, very hot now. This topic is very sensitive.
Mazi, it is very, very important our people understand from the point of view we are coming from. Our duty here is to open the hidden secrets that they need to know. And it is also very, very important that our people understand that the fight or whatever decision we are making towards any institution that is in Biafra land is not against the religion itself. It's not against Islam. We are not talking about fight against. It's very, very important that people understand that this is not a fight or war or exposition. We already understand, we already know the damage that Islamic extremists and fundamentalists have done to the world at large, not just to Biafran people. That today we even have a minister of communication who is an Islamic fundamentalist being protected, you know, who is a sympathizer of Al Qaeda and all the terrorists, globally well-known terrorists, because they have been trained from institutions like this. You know, so it is very, very important that our people understand that we are not here to bring criticism against the religion, but we are talking about an institution that is built in our land that has become a threat to the land. We need to differentiate it, that what is going on in that institution is no longer comfortable to the immediate community where this school is being cited and the entire region at large. That place has become a breeding ground for young terrorists, for future terrorists and future extremists. So we should be able to understand the point and where we are coming from. And for the final decision of what should be done with that institution, it's not within my power. People are calling in, and the view of every Biafra must be represented. So I wouldn't be in a position to tell Biafrans, go and do so and so, or how you handle it. But my own position is to bring enlightenment to the parents, to our people, that this institution is no longer what it used to be, or that in fact, bring the attention of our people that the institution you thought is an institution of learning is no longer an institution of learning. So desist from sending your children to such schools.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Mazi Patrick. And when you look at it, somebody's already on the line waiting, and I thank him for waiting for us. Let me just drop 1 second, something here. If you look at what is happening right now in regards to this institution we are talking about and Islam we are talking about, my brother, you know, in Israel, there is even Islam in Israel. I hope you know that. Yes, there is Islam in Israel. And as a matter of fact, the Islam in Israel are following the law of the nation, of the country. Any day they go against the law of the nation, they will have problem with the nation itself. You understand? But I must tell you that the majority, I can't even say the majority, 100% secret agent of Israel as a nation has no Islam in it, because of their fundamentalists, because of those people who are very, 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 very brutal against other people's belief. You understand what I'm saying? So we have someone who is on the line. Let us hear from them. Welcome to this program, Aside Hot. Thank you for your patience.
Yeah, thank you so much. Aside Hot. That's right,
go ahead, my brother.
This is Mazi Ezeji from London.
Go ahead, Mazi.
The program you and Pat is hosting is a very, very important and a delicate program. I want our people to understand, you people are not here to talk about how we love or hate or anything with Islam. We are not interested in whatever anybody wants to worship. Even if in Biafra land today there is a Christian church, a Catholic church, or a Protestant church that is harboring, ammunition and deadly weapons, that church will also be under, danger alert. What you people are doing here now is to get information on how to deal with this issue. My own contribution and suggestion is that I want our people, because Biafrans, we have our secret intelligence. I want them to infiltrate that same place. By infiltration, I mean going in as a member of the Islamic whatever.
Don't worry, don't go there, brother. There are things you don't say on a live program of this nature. Hold on, listen to me. Listen to me. Biafrans are intelligent people, and I thank God for the little knowledge he gave me and making use of it. properly. That's when I started this program. I said that the topic we are treating here today is a very critical one, very critical and sensitive, and one should be very careful in what they are saying, because the next thing they will say is that we are declaring war against Islam, which is not truth. We are not declaring war against Islam. We are speaking about an institution that is now harboring terrorists. That school is harboring terrorists. And we can, even if in America, if America notice any church that is harboring terrorists, America will go after that church and bring it down. If America have notice any Pentecostal church or whatever institution, they will go after it, because you are talking about the life of the people. So I don't want you to go towards that area. That area where you're going to is untouchable, because our leader Mazen Namdekano and the people who are pioneering this movement forward, they knows what to do and they knows the best thing to do. Because when we come in terms of intelligence, we have it. We are the best in the world. How do you think we get to know that ammunition is being piled there? How you're building tunnel there? How do you think we get to know? We just smell our nose and know it. So go ahead.
Thank you so much for powering my head. Well, what I will, the next process is if the person that founded that school, if he's still alive, or board of trustees, I want a letter to be issued to them, to that people, whoever they are, the board of trustee or the owner of the school. I want a letter to be issued to them to tell them that, because there is no mosque or church, you only go there to pray and go. If there is any weapon found in that place will be erased. I want a kind of a written letter to the organization or the trustee members of that school, or the owner, if anybody knows the owner or who founded it, where that letter will be a warning letter to say, if you have any weapons you are holding in this place, we give you, for example, say 21 days to evacuate them from that place. If by 21 days they did not evacuate it, well, whatever happens to that school becomes their own problem, because like somebody rightly said, America or England here, when they find out that there is a sleeper cell, you call it a terrorist sleeper cell, they use schools, they use mosques, they use so many things to breed a sleeper cell. Once they carry intelligence enough that yes, they have Victoria evidence, and then what they will do, they will bomb the place. They will erase it. You wake up in the morning to find out that place has been erased. But because we have not declared a nation Biafra, we cannot strike them, based on our law. We are still on the process of getting our nation. So I want our people to write a letter to them and give them days to evacuate every weapon they have in that building. If after that time expires and they did not evacuate the weapons, it's in our land. Whatever they're expecting, well, we will give it to them. It's in our land. They cannot outrun us. They cannot dominate us. They cannot, win us in our land. It's practically impossible. So that is what I say I want to contribute. Because we are talking about solution and how to deal with it. We are not against Muslim. We are not against anybody's religion. We will see you without Catholic Church. Thank you, my brother, and God bless you and bless Biafrans all over the world. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much for your contribution, my brother. Patrick Mazi, did you hear what our brother Mazi from London have said?
Okay,
his contribution in regards to what we know is, like I said before, it's a very sensitive issue. Before people will begin to say they are fighting them, they are doing this, they are doing that. It is about the happenings within that school. And those people who are managing that school should also look into this allegation that is being peddled again, that is being.
Yeah, so I wanted to ask our brother a question about writing letter. Who are you writing letter to? And if you are talking about evacuating the weapons, where are you evacuating the weapons to? And we are talking about an institution that is under the coverage. This school have been hijacked. The intention of setting up this school have been the intention have been defeated. And today we have a situation where even the terrorist activities that is being manipulated in that institution have the blessing of the Nigerian state, because we know that it is a high level collaboration. We are talking about the OIC being involved, the organization of Islamic State being involved. So it's not just maybe an individual affair. We are talking about global affair here. So who are you writing this letter to? And the equipment, the arms that are in the school, where are they evacuating it to? So these are the questions we should be asking ourselves. So but our duty here is to see, when we see some of these threats, we bring them forward for Biafran to decide, the next step to be taken on how to deal with these issues. Mazi, you went out briefly.
Yes, it was the network. It kicked me out. I was talking about the topic and the contribution of our brother from London and why we are here, and the analysis we are throwing in regards to this school. And so many calls are coming in. Too many influx of call is here. More than 150 missed calls.
The question I was asking. Yeah.
We are talking about.
Go ahead. Continue.
Yes, he was talking about writing letter. He was talking about writing letter. Who are you writing letter to? Are you writing into the OIC, the Organization of Islamic Conference, or what is it called? Or are you writing into the Nigerian government that is giving coverage to the Fulanis who are perpetrating this evil? So it's not as easy. And by the way, you asking them to move the weapons out of the school, where are they moving it to? Those are the questions we should be asking. So what we need to do is to study the situation and make the decision. It is left for the Biafrans, because at the end of the day, you might even need the weapons yourself.
Beautiful. Let us answer some calls. A lot of calls are coming. Oh my goodness me. 291 missed calls. Just now, 291 missed calls. Let me answer calls to say, welcome to this program, Aside Hot.
Aside Hot. Good afternoon.
That is not our greeting.
My name is Chooks. I'm calling from London as well.
That is not our greeting. Tell us Aside Hot. Now, so you go talk.
Aside Hot. I saw it.
Go ahead.
Right. Okay. I just want to make a brief contribution to what is going on. After your broadcast yesterday, there was an Igbo man, but a Muslim by faith, who said that there was nothing happening, that the purpose of that school is not what we are thinking. That's not enough. Okay? The most important thing is that we have identified that there could be a very big threat to our land. That is the most important thing. Okay? What we are going to do to salvage the situation is left for us to go back to the drawing board. And we have to tread very carefully because of the faith, the Islamic situation and stuff like that, so that they don't think that we're fighting the faith. But at the same time, we have to go back to the drawing board. And I believe it is not the only place that we can find something in our land. I believe other mosques, we have the same thing. So we have to use our intelligence the same way we discovered this one, to find out whether there are other ones, because there are threats and counter threats and everything going on. These are the things they are working on. So we have to be very careful and move fast. Okay? Just as I said initially, the most important thing is that we have identified the threats. Half of the problem is solved. Okay? Then the second thing we're going to do now is to go back to drawing board and find out a right corner where it's good. That is following the due process, but it's not going to make much difference. Okay?
Yeah, thank you very, very much for your contribution. Thank you very, very much for your contribution, my brother. Thank you very, very, very much. Mazi Patrick, please go ahead and make a contribution towards what our brother just said.
Yeah, just like our brother said, it is the duty of the Biafran people to decide what they want. Like I said earlier, when you talk about moving the war equipment, the arms that have been confirmed or alleged to be in that school, where are they moving it to? Especially at a time that Biafrans themselves also need some war equipment, you know. So we have to put all these the whole issue into perspective and make the final decision. But my own position is to start informing the parents, start informing our people that the aim of setting up that institution has been defeated, and that institution has become a breeding ground for terrorists, and nobody should send their children there because it's a breeding ground for disaster.
Okay, thank you very much. Let us go on music break, and when we come back, we will start planning to bring the program to an end. So many calls are coming in. Let us go on music break. After that, we will be able to draw the curtain down. But for now, we are still here speaking to all of you, our brothers from all nook and cranny of this planet Earth, because we are here to tell you the truth. We are here to share every view that we have with you. All your contributions is taken. Once our land is under siege, any threat to our land, we cannot take it. We are going to do what is necessary, what is important, what is needed to make sure that the enemy do not run over us. So on that note, I want each and every one of you that are watching this program to know that we are here and Biafra must come in our own lifetime. So please stay tuned and enjoy this as we move on. I will be back to you, and when I come back to you, I will make sure that I answer some calls, then we'll bring the program to an end. We are not fighting any religious war here. We are only talking about the danger which that school is portrayed in our land. Thank you.
Particular attention to the announcements we have to make this evening. Very, very important that we do so. But as always, and before we go any further, we must handle. We must have to the goddamn agreement. But before I do so, I must always say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to some of you. This is a very special broadcast, and of course, we must pray. And prayer we must this very evening of Biafra. We are determined and we are resolute, and we are achieving by which I mean the southeast and the south to do what their counterparts in Japan did, and even what the terrorists also managed to do, which they have failed to do up until this very day. We have decided to take it upon ourselves to defend the land of Biafra. We are determined and we are resolute, and we are not going to stop until we eradicate every trace of Fulani terrorism, every trace of hegemonic jihadism in our midst. Until that happens, we are not going to waver. We are not going to retreat, not 1 inch of an eye. We have come that we may do the bidding of the Most High. For that we are sent or should I say born in the first place. We are going to defend our land against the ravages of Mourning terrorism. We are going to defend the lives of our people against state-sponsored extrajudicial killings by the zoo and forces. We cannot allow what happened in Obi Watampo, in our bar, in our Faruku, in Emirates to happen anymore. It can no longer happen in our land. Today, we are sending a note of warning, or should I say caution, to all those that delight in shedding the blood of their friends and innocent people right across the length and breadth of this zoological republic called Nigeria. That from this day onwards, any attempt to kill innocent people will be kindly reciprocated. Any attempt by the zoo army or the police to kill innocent populations people will be met in equal measure. Therefore, it has fallen upon this very generation to defend our land against the excesses and ravages of foreign terrorism and the hegemonic tendencies of the so-called. For years, our mothers have not been able to go to the farms. Our daughters are being raped and cut into pieces. Everybody is aware of what has started at Nimbo. And also warning what is happening right now in Delta, what is also happening in the State, and also in parts of Abia. We can't allow it to continue. We have cowards and spineless, delivered idiots as this very, not now, not tomorrow, not ever. We will rather all perish and die than to allow our land to be taken over by this is a warning to all the governor, political controls, and blood-sucking demons from the Sahel. It cannot happen, not under our watch. It's not going to happen. Not now, not tomorrow, not ever. Our invaders, we are being told, come from Senegambia. We are being told they come from Mali. Some are from Niger Republic. Some are from Chad, according to the governor of Kaduna State, El Rufai. Therefore, we are setting up the Eastern Security Network to combat the excesses of these vagabonds and criminals from across the Sahel. Along the same lines as Amotekun, and even the ones set up by the terrorists themselves, what we are launching today officially before the congregation of the global audience is the Eastern Security Network. Not a Biafran army, no. Anytime this army will mount, we shall let the world know. But for now, and for our present purposes, we are there to defend the land of Biafra against these marauders from the Sahel, against the very determined incursion being led by terrorists, foreign terrorists to be precise. What we are doing is not different from what Amotekun is seeking to achieve in Rogaland. What we are doing is not far from what the terrorists themselves are seeking to achieve in the northern part of the Kangaroo Zoological Republic. Our response to the endless cycle of insecurity, lawlessness, mayhem, destruction of lives and properties in Biafra land is the launch of this very Eastern Security Network. This very day, in the coming days and weeks, you will see them in their uniforms. You will see them performing very critical and vital functions of ensuring the security of our land. I urge each and every one of you to give them your maximum cooperation. Attempts in the past to resolve these very raging foreign terrorist incursions into our land has been very frustrating. fragmented and piecemeal, it has never worked. Just a few days ago, we received reports that Delta State, under Governor Ifanyokowa, launched what he referred to as Delta State Operation Delta Hawk, only for Delta State. Whereas Yoruba governors launched to safeguard the whole of Yoruba. Yet, Yoruba launched their own vigilante group to safeguard the interest of foreign Janjaweed all over the Zoological Republic. When you come to the east, by which I mean the southeast and the south, all the governors there are cowards. They have not done anything to secure our lives and our properties. That is why we felt it is necessary for us to do the right thing to protect our land, or else we will go the way that the House and went. And we are not going to allow that, not under our watch. They have managed to fragment our people. They have managed to divide us. No governor in the southeast or south has the courage or the conviction to stand up to defend the people. Therefore, we must. Therefore, IPOB must defend our land to the very last blood in our bones. We are not going to stop. Not now, not tomorrow, not ever, until we rid our farms and our forests of every vestige of foreign agendaism. This evening, I'm announcing it, that our forests and our farmland shall be free of Fulani terror presence. They cannot dwell in our bushes. They can bring down their cattle to do their business, after which we expect them to domicile in our cities, in our towns, to rent houses like any other group of people. If they decide to venture into our forests and into our farms, they will have us to contend with. We do not care who they come with. We don't care if they come with their army, their air force, or whoever is supporting this caliphate relentless incursion in the south. We shall meet them head on. We shall confront them. I do not want to hear about any rape of a mother anywhere starting from this very night. I don't want to hear that any daughter of Biafra has been abducted anywhere in our territory, because starting from this very evening, our forests and our farmland are no-go areas for foreign terrorists masquerading as ethnic. Because the Fulani very cleverly discovered that the only way they can defeat our people is by dividing us. That is why all the governors of the south, and the southeast never got together to float any security outfit capable of defending our land. Not absolutely not. Even what their counterparts are doing in Yoruba land, they can replicate. What ordinary terrorist group like Biafra is doing, the so-called governors cannot do it. Because they are cowards, they have beholden to the caliphate. They have come to the beginning of the Fulani Janjaweed, and we can't allow them in our land. If they want to serve the Fulani caliphate, they can go to the north and do it. Not in Biafra, not anymore, not from this very night. That is why this very announcement is being made before the full view of the international community, that they may understand how serious we are, how determined we are.
Yes, fellow Biafrans, we are back here once again, bringing it to you live and direct. That is our great leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, the Tokunadu leader of indigenous people of Biafra worldwide. And before I bring Mazi Ikem back again and open our line once again, before we can round up, I want us to go on this short musical break about the ESN. Thank you. And Biafra Got Talent, you guys are doing great. This particular song was prepared, cooked by the people that I love so much, because Biafra will have everything. It is from Biafra Got Talent, BGT. I don't want anybody to call us right now. Please.
That just says of ESL.
Thank you, IPOB. Thank you, BSN. Thank you. BSN is facing our criminals in our land, in the Biafra land.
If I were truly messed up, but right now we are fully secure. Things cannot talk to you about the things you do for us.
Are you struggling to stand for our rights? To say thank you for protecting Biafra land. Yeah. You've been fighting so hard, protecting more than land against the Fulanese enemies of Biafra land.
They are the soldiers that we win.
Yes, once again, we are back. My brother Patrick Ikem, I hope you are still hearing my voice loud and clear. We are back. Thank you. We are back once again. And the reason why I play the voice of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, that voice should have spoken to each and every one of you that needed some answer in regards to this topic we're discussing about. If you listen to this voice again and again and again, it sums up every answer that you needed from this particular topic, that we are not going to relent, we are not going to allow any Fulani to take over our land, because the incursion of Fulani in our land has been, we have fight it in the past, we fought it in the past, and they never succeeded in getting over our land. They cannot, and they will never, ever do that. So, Master Patrick, I want you to go ahead and say something in regards to generally all the things we've discussed about, and after that I open line to take call maybe from one or two persons, then we bring the program to an end, because our leader is coming to speak to us this evening. Go ahead, my brother.
Yeah, so like I said earlier, it is very, very important that our people understand that we are not here to fight Islamic war. We are not here because of Islam itself as a religion. We are here because an institution that was opened, that was set up with a good intention, supposedly, have been hijacked by extremists, and that place has become a breeding ground for terrorists, young people. I've seen pictures, I've seen videos of young children loitering around, and there is also this intention to expand this school in the nearest of possible future, that by 2035 or thereabout, they have already projected where the level this school, where they want to take it to. So, I mean, if you have set up an institution and you turn it to a terrorist camp, you know what the consequences are. But we are not here to, tell Biafrans what to do. Our duty is to bring the information to Biafrans, bring it forward, discuss it, debate it, and it is now left for Biafrans to decide on what next to do in tackling the challenges before us. Like I said, we are not talking about it simply because it's convenient. We are talking about it because it's something that is worthwhile. And we are doing it today so that we'll be able to solve the problem of the future.
Thank you very, very much. And Master Patrick, I must tell you, there is a breaking news. There's a breaking news that is coming through this channel. That is why I always tell our people, those that are used to listening to us on Biafra TV on Acid they heard, that whatsoever information you get from here is authentic, it is correct. And when you watch our program, kindly share it, that the whole world may always know what is happening to our people. 2020, 2021 is not 1967, 1968. 1967, 1968 was a dark years when the social media was not outside there, when they are only using only Radio Biafra to broadcast and talk to the world, which was limited to a certain stage. But now social media is out there. The breaking news that we're having here right now is that we want to put it on notice that the presence of Nigeria DSS is already in Iguacha. They are now they have started kidnapping our people, our Biafran people. Every coordinator in Iguacha, they are going after our coordinators, kidnapping our coordinators, all the ESCOs, anybody that is of IPOB member, they are kidnapping them right now. And this is the main reason why Nyesom Wike have imposed this curfew in Iguacha. This is the main reason why he imposed curfew in Iguacha, to make sure that he pave way for these marudas, for these killers, these bloodsuckers, to come and be kidnapping our people. And when they kidnap them, Only God knows where they're taking them to, because once they kidnap them, they will switch off their phone. We wouldn't know where they are anymore. We are using this opportunity to call the whole world to know that the presence of DSS is already in Iguacha. They are already in Biafra land. They are kidnapping our people. They are kidnapping our brothers and our sisters. They are killing us and burying our people in a shallow grave. Therefore, my people, whenever you are in Iguacha, you should stand up right now to know the right thing to do. We must resist these marauders. We must resist these idiots, these killers, these bloodsuckers. We must resist them. We are crying that you have been killing our people, and now you have paved way for them to come and be kidnapping our people in a secret. And we must resist it. And the world must know that this is happening to the indigenous people of Biafra now. We have committed no crime. The only crime that we have committed is that we are asking for our own freedom. Therefore, you must share this program. It is a breaking news now, because the presence of them have been seen in Iguacha within the places, within the areas, the environs, they call Eleme, within Eleme environs in Iguacha. They are now chasing after our coordinators and all the people that are fighting for our nation to be restored. Please, I want you to share this program. Share it, that the whole world may know. We are crying, we are shouting, we are calling the international community to come to our aid, because our enemy have started kidnapping our people and killing us, burying us in a shallow grave, pouring acid on our people and throwing most of them into a river and making sure that nobody knows what is happening. That is why this idiot you call Wike have imposed this curfew in Iguacha currently. Mazi Patrick, what do you have to say about this particular information that we're pushing out right now?
Yeah, I also got the information myself, and it had been a long-time running battle. The DSS have always gone after our people. Most of the time, when you hear that 7,000 male organs were discovered in China, these are the activities of DSS. They cultivate this male organ, extrajudicial killing, a lot of vices that are, in fact, extermination of the life of our people without due process. Since the DSS police have been arresting our people, how many IPOB members have been convicted? None. For the past how many years now? They go, they raid the meeting point, they arrest people in their houses, they do. How many IPOB members have been convicted in their court? None. So why do you still continue to arrest them when you know you don't have any case against them? So it's just a question of intimidation.
Mazi, hold on. Because they cannot convict us, because they know that what we're doing is under the armpit of law. That is why they are now kidnapping and killing us in secret.
Yes,
because they know that once they take us to the court, we will defeat them, because we have committed no crime. We have every right to agitate for our freedom. That is why they have designed this system of kidnapping our people and killing them in the secret. So go ahead and round up, bro. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here, Maz. I'm listening.
Okay, so let us take this call. Somebody have been calling us. Let us take this caller. Welcome to the program, As It Hot.
Yeah, As It Hot.
As It Hot. Now, As It Hot. Now, what thing go happen?
Oh, okay, thank God. My brother, you people are doing a wonderful job.
Go ahead and make your contribution.
Yeah, my name is Samson. Oh no, I'm calling from Texas, USA.
Go ahead, Mazi Samson.
Yeah, I want to talk about contribute on the announcement you made now, and on the school that was built in Ebony State. If you blow up events, if we can, we will understand that Ebony State has more Muslim faithful. In Biafra.
Your network is not good, please. Your network is not good. Fix your network and you can call us back. Your network is not good. And there is something that I want to announce to each and every one of us right now. even though our leader is a man of wisdom, whatever he asks us to do is what we should do. Right now, I'm getting the information that our leader on his official Facebook page have let the world know that we must defend Father Mbaka. We must stand with him because he might have been misled in the past. Father Mbaka must have done something that is not in line with what we are doing in the past. But now that you have risen up and now that you have been speaking out in support of what we are doing, our leader have tweeted and said it on his wall that we must not be castigating him. We must stop castigating Mbaka and stand with him to defend our own. This is what they did with Allen Onyema. They sent Allen Onyema to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. After visiting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told him exactly what he wanted, and Allen Onyema, they deceived him, they misled him to go and begin to talk from the both side of his mouth, begin to announce what did not happen in the meeting that he had with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. After that, they have created a problem. They know that we are going to go after him. This is the strategy of this idiot, this Janjaweed, but we are ahead of them. Then they came after Allen Onyema. They wanted to withdraw his license by putting allegation on him, saying that he transferred money to America to purchase airline with in a wrong way, in a fraudulent way. Then our leader came out to say, "You cannot do this to our brother." He fought them down, and they left Allen Onyema. Now they want to do it with Mbaka. So I want to bring it also to our hearing that this is official from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Facebook wall, that we must stop attacking Mbaka. That it's time for us to defend him because he's our own brother. Irrespective of what he have said in the past, people like me have attacked him. People like me have spoken against him. But now that our leader have given us this order, we must go in that lane. So, Mazi Patrick, please, can you go ahead and touch light to it before we continue?
Yeah, already we did a program earlier this morning on this Mbaka issue, and we told our people that we are in this platform to talk to our people, because what you see is there's this divide about people who want Biafra and those who don't want it. Some say the way we are doing it is not the right way. They don't understand what we are doing. They don't understand. So that is why we always here on this platform to continue to reach out to everybody. And in the course of reaching out, we see some people changing their mind and listening to us and start coming in the direction of our gospel. Then why should we chase them away? Maz, I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. The essence of the media work we are doing here is to reach out to people like Mbaka to make them understand that, the Biafra we are seeking is the hope of everybody. I'm not saying that it is as a result of the media war that Mbaka changed, because we all know that, he has his issues with the presidency and the government as a result of whatever must have transpired. But the most important thing is, if a brother who was against you suddenly turn around and start supporting his people, it is our duty to bring them, because we already knew that the direction they are going is they are going to, get this disappointment they are getting now. So it's not coming to us as a surprise. Maz, I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. It's not that Mbaka is turning around today to support Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the IPOB and start praying for us. We knew that a day like this will come. So it didn't come to us as a surprise. So our arms are open for them. Then at the appropriate time, anybody who have sabotaged the struggle, who have committed one crime or the other, will be called to face the justice. But for now, anybody that have turned around and say, once I was blind, now I can see, it is our duty to assist them and lead them. And also use their platform, like Mazi Solomon said today, that IPOB also need the Mbaka platform to preach the Biafra struggle. So we welcome Mbaka to the fold.
Thank you very, very much, my brother. Thank you very, very, very much. You always nailed it the way it is. And myself, I am of the opinion that we should forgive Mbaka for all the bad things he's been saying about us. Now, he is like
that is if he continue on the same path of truth. Not that tomorrow he will turn around again and go and
Of
start
course,
seeking favor.
we are saying the same thing, my brother. We are saying the same thing. Let us see Mbaka as a prodigal son, that later realized his mistake and went back to his father and said, "Please forgive me. I have come back to you. Whatever I might have done, please forgive me." Then the father even threw up a party in forgiving that his son and welcoming him back. So let us please follow our leaders' direction and the instruction, because he is leading us. Whatever he asks us to do is what we should do. And therefore, somebody is also on the line calling. Let us answer this caller. Welcome to the program, as in the heart.
Whatever I might have done, please.
These people are not listening. When they call, they don't listen. They keep listening to the device. They will not put off the device.
Biafran's Got Talent exclusive.
They are not listening.
IKONSO, Lagudo, IKONSO, IKONSO, the chance of God.
IKONSO, Biafran warrior, IKONSO, freedom fight, IKONSO is our hero, IKONSO in the blessing of the paradise.
You fought like a soldier, and you died like a soldier. You never betrayed our fatherland. Your legacy lives on.
You are a gallant soldier, a fervent soldier, benevolent soldier. My brother, you will live on. IKONSO, you will live on. IKONSO,
The sudden death is unbearable. I feel the pain from my innermost. You just have to say goodbye, my hero.
Ebani nane chepe kasi no tokwana. You left us, but you leave us.
All on our walk, Nantekwala Biafra, Njinji Alakuroyi, Iyayenota, ESN Commander, Umunne Rayanye, IKONSO Wala,
IKONSO. You are the boss and choose to be. But they choose to be you. We
IKONSO, your death will be remembered.
As Biafrans mourn you, the whole world mourns you too.
It truly pains my heart that you are no more.
You are a hero.
The shock can never go out from my heart that you are continue fighting.
You are a hero.
IKONSO, you are a hero. We are back once again, my brothers and my sisters. If you're just joining us on this platform, this is As It A Hot Biafra TV. I am live here with my only brother from another mother, Mazi Patrick Ikem the Great. We are here bringing every information to you. Let me recap for each and every one of you that just joined us. The topic we treated today is about the killing of IKONSO, the death of IKONSO, the school which they have built in Afikpo in Ebonyi State, if our people need it or not. At the same time, we are bringing to you the highlight of what is happening, the breaking news of those that have been kidnapping our people, that currently at Eleme, that our people are being hunted by DSS, they are being kidnapped by DSS currently as we are speaking right now. And this is why the governor of River State, known as Nyesom Mwike, the idiot that claimed that it's not Igbo, that have imposed this thing, what do you call it? Imposed a curfew in Iguacha. And at the same time, I want us to know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have asked Biafrans to welcome Mbaka and to make sure that we don't criticize him. We should protect our own, because our enemies wanted us to hate our own people so that they can deal with them. These are the things we're discussing here. And Mazi Patrick, please, I would like you to go ahead to recap and give us your closing remarks so that we can bring this program to an end, because we have done justice to these topics that we have spoken about today before I'll bring it to an end. Go ahead, my brother.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Mazi. And I also want to thank our viewers. I want to thank Biafrans all over the world that have joined. Those who called and those who dropped their comments, I want to say thank you very much. We've touched the issue of our dear brother, our beloved brother, late IKONSO, who was murdered by the coward Nigerian security forces, combined, not just police or army, combined, only for one man. And that shows how important he was, and he's still important in our lives. And we want to encourage every Biafran to toe the path of righteousness of our beloved brother IKONSO, who have proven that he's committed to the cause. Even when he was offered bribe money, he rejected it and put his life on the line. That is the greatest gift a brother or a friend can give to a friend, by giving your life, for your friend. That is what the Bible said, that the greatest gift a man can give to his fellow man is to give his life for the freedom. And IKONSO are proven to be the best friend each and every one of us should have. He has proven it to Biafran. He has proven it to the world. And he will live, he lived, and he died, and will always live in our heart as a hero. And today, the IKONSO way have been replaced with the former Douglas Road, and the Imo Government House has also been named after him, and we must continue to honor him by maintaining the status quo as put down by the leader of IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So for those who are in Owerri, for you to honor IKONSO, anytime you are traveling to IKONSO way, try as more to inform the Keke Napepe drivers, Okada drivers, that it is no longer Douglas Road, but IKONSO way, and that the government house of Imo State have been renamed after the great IKONSO, who put down his life on the line for his people. It is very, very important that we give him the honor that he deserves, because they say, give honor to whom honor is deserved. Let's give IKONSO the honor that he deserves by maintaining this status quo. And we also touch about the issue of the institution, the school that was built in Afikpo, that have been hijacked today by terrorists, and they are using that as a breeding ground for young terrorists, future terrorists. And it is important that we draw attention of not just Biafra, but the world to that institution, that institution has become a threat to the immediate community, the entire Ebonyi State, the entire Eastern region, and the world at large. And that institution has been hijacked by Islamic fundamentalists, and something needs to be done to take care of that situation. And we also talked about our Baka. Yesterday, I posted in my timeline that in spite Mbaka's attitude over the years, that we should not allow the enemy to use their cane on him. Let us use our own cane to flog our brother. It is our own cane that we will use to flog our brother. So, Mbaka, you are welcome back to the fold. We want you to do more, to start correcting the mistakes of the past and start telling the people. Even when you look at Mazi Okwalanze, when you look at when Mbaka talked about Biafra and prayed for our leader and delivered that speech, I saw the euphoria. His followers, they were like people who have been caged for a very long time. That means that they have been waiting for him to make a speech in this direction. As soon as he said it, everywhere exploded. People felt they had been released from the cage. So you find out that everybody knows the truth. So it's not just Mbaka here. All the clergies, all the pastors, all the reverend fathers, your congregation are waiting for you to say something positive about Biafra struggle, about the leader of IPOB, for you to commend the effort that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have done. Your members, they might not tell you, but they are expecting. If you say I'm lying, try it. Say something positive in your pulpit about IPOB, and you see the reaction. They might not tell you, put fear aside. We have crossed that era of fear. And I think Mbaka understands that the best protection he can get now is from his people, the indigenous people of Biafra. And for him to have stood up and say what he said, he has been able to read it between the lines that this is the time for him to join his brothers. And I want to appreciate his wisdom in that direction as well. Our leader have said we must receive him back. You cannot throw the baby and the water away because the child is crying. You don't throw the water and the child away. So, but we hope that Mbaka will continue on the path of truth. Continue to say these things you're saying because they are the right one. I can guarantee Mbaka that the more you talk about the positive things that is happening in Biafra and IPOB, the number of your followers will increase. Even you also doing yourself a favor because people will now start seeing you as a genuine man of God that you are. There have never been anywhere in the history of the Bible where any prophet took side with the oppressor. It is only in Nigeria that I see the so-called men of God take side with oppressors. And that has to stop, especially in Biafra land and Biafran who profess the word of God and Christianity. Mazi, I want to say thank you for giving me this opportunity. I'm happy to be part of Aside Hot program. You know that your program have gone so much global that when you say Aside Hot, you don't even need explanation. All you just need say Aside anywhere, even if you say that for bus stop, just say Aside Hot. The next person will respond saying that so we go talk. So you have been able to build this brand, and I want you to continue on the path because now see they hot now, so we they talk. Most of the time when you see me smile and when I talk and smile, behind this smile is the reality of life. So people should not be deceived when you see me smile because the reality lives in me, not the smile on the face. So I want to say thank you very much, Mazi. Thank you to every Biafran that is following this program. And I encourage you to continue to follow all our programs on Biafra television. And we're also working towards upgrading our transmissions here. So to be able to serve you better. Mazi, thank you for the opportunity and the privilege.
Thank you very, very much, Mazi Patrick Ikem Mwachineke. I know that there are people that we are choosing to do this job, and there were people that we are called to do this job. And those that we are called, if you are called to do this job, if you are not choosing, you may try, but at the end of the day, you will fall by the roadside. But if Chukwu Kakabiyama choose you to do this job, you will do it until Biafra is restored. And kudos to all of you that have been standing with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from beginning up to the time of difficulties, up to the moment that he was arrested, up to the moment that he was persecuted, and up to this moment, at this crucial time, so many people are afraid to come out to talk, but we are still here speaking and talking about what is happening to our people, bringing information to each and every one of you. And Mazi Patrick Ikeme, I must tell you that you are watching Chineke, even watching Chineke, and as it hot, now so I'm going to bring you come on this platform, and as it hot, now so you going to answer me. And as it hot, now so when you come, you go to talk, and as it hot, now so our listeners go to listen, and as it go to hot, now so them too go to contribute to the program, and as it hot, now so we say go to make reality and tell the truth to the whole world, that they may know that we are here for Biafra restoration. And as it hot, now so we go bring the program to an end. As it hot, I say, may you come and bless each and every one of you. Bless whatever you touch from this moment, as we are waiting to hear from our leader, Master Namdekan, this evening. By 7 p.m. Biafra time, he's going to speak to us. It's an emergency broadcast. And I want each and every one of you that listen to you share the program as it hot. We are here. And Mazi came up with one thing that I noticed about you. Whenever you make a commentary or you contribute to any issue, you used to kill it. I'm giving you kudos to that. You used to kill it because you used to go to the root, to the tap root, and you bring it out and you show the whole world. That is to say that Biafran have a lot of wisdom that is embedded in us. By birth, we did not study it. We can go to acquire knowledge, but wisdom is embedded into the mind of every Biafran, and you are one of us. So thank you so much, my brother. As it is hot, that's so with the bringer. Thank you very, very much, and God bless you. You can exit from your own side so that I will bring the program to an end right now. Oh my goodness me. It is a very beautiful, 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 beautiful program. And all of you that have been watching this program from beginning to this moment, I say, may Chukwukabema bless each and every one of you. We are here because we want Biafra to be restored. And on this platform, as it is hot, now so we're going to bring them to each and every one of you. If you're just joining us this evening, we are bringing the program to an end, and we are waiting to listen to our leader, Mazen Namdekano. And every day, I promise you, once I have all the things required for me to come up and speak to humanity, I will always do that to make sure that I'm bringing this program to you. I remain your brother. Thank you so much for listening to us. Thank you.